You know, the power tool niche on YouTube is kind of interesting. Actually, it's not. It's the opposite of interesting. I mean, we talk about drills and hammers and saws, and sometimes when we post a video, it gets a lot of freaking views, and sometimes, well, most of the time when we post a video, it just doesn't. We're never trending. There's not that much drama. Every once in a while, you'll get an idiot on a different channel that wants to stir something up to try to get some views from my channel or other people's channel because they think we're going to talk about them. I don't pay any attention to those clowns, but usually it's pretty quiet. Everybody stays in their lane and we do our own thing. I mean, when it comes down to it, pretty much 80% of all of us tool reviewers, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but we're just here to give you information on your power tools. We're just here to give you advice on whether or not maybe you should buy a tool or maybe not buy a tool. And we wanna bring you deals. We wanna save you money. We wanna make sure that you're not paying over what you should be if you wanna go out and buy one of those saws or drills or impact drivers. But the video I'm going to show you today and the video that we're going to talk about today is really, really disturbing to me. And I have to show this to you because I've never seen anything like this before in our niche. I mean, you see it all over YouTube and other niches, but I mean, the power tool community, like I said, we just sort of stay in our own lane, do our own thing, and we try to be very respectful. Most of us, not all of us, most of us, we're respectful people. So what I want to do first is I want to show you this video, and then we're going to talk about this video and we're going to break it down. I'm going to tell you what I think happened, and let's just get into it. Oh wait, before you do, if you could subscribe, hit that bell notification, and maybe smash this like button, well, that would help the algorithm, and that's what we need right now in the tool niche because YouTube, I ain't sharing our videos. If you did that, it'd be real nice. Like, let's get into it. So let me show you what we're talking about here. A couple of days ago, I was watching a live stream from BCG Construction. This person here, his name is Vince. He changed it to Vance and then he changed it back. But long story short, Vince is known for doing live streams. He has been doing it for years and years and years at Home Depot, Lowe's, a lot of different companies. And he's really built up an audience doing this. And Home Depot, I am very well sure that they are aware that he does do live streams in their stores. This one here a couple days ago turned a little crazy, and I'm just going to fast forward to the part. I'm going to show you what happened, then we're going to break it down step by step. But Vince, in his previous video, which we'll also talk about, claimed that they treated him worse than a shoplifter, and I got to be honest with you, I agree with them. So let me show you the incident that we're talking about first.
Over the, what's up, brother? How you doing? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So we're not allowed to do any filming in the store. Okay, so you'd like us to leave? Okay, I appreciate it, Jack. It's a new one. I'll let you know. But thanks for letting us know. Hope you didn't call the cops or nothing. All right, listen, everybody. We're not allowed to live stream in the store, so we're going to have to go. All right? Everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Well, nobody came to us and told me nothing. It's not just free for all.
So it's not. So I just want to make sure it's not a free for all, right, Jack? Is that what you said? So nobody came to you to tell you.
Please leave.
You got no problem. You got it. Yo, don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch his stuff. He's not filming you.
All right, so for you that's seen that, you might not think this is a big deal, but there's a few things going on in this video, and I talked to Vince. I want to let you know straight off the bat that me and Vince are very good friends. It might not seem that way because we jab each other online. We try to keep things fun. We came up around the same time on YouTube, and he is probably one of my best friends. He is the kind of guy, if you don't know, I will tell you, that will literally give the shirt off of his back to a complete stranger if they needed that shirt. He is that kind of guy, and he's a good guy, and he provides a lot of entertainment, and he also provides a lot of good deals, and he also provides a lot of exposure for stores. Not that Home Depot or Lowe's needs exposure. I mean, they're huge, massive stores, but he brings a lot of deals to people during their live streams. A lot of people can't get up. They might be disabled. They might be 30 minutes away from a Home Depot, and some of the sales that he shows you are only in stores. So he brings those deals to you from your phone, on your couch, on your TV, so you can see them. You don't have to get up and go get that. So he's done this multiple times. Now, I do want to start breaking down this video a little bit. We'll talk about his response to this video, and yeah, let's just get into this. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what happens right off the bat. So he's talking, and notice there is nobody in this store, but you can see the manager starts waving him over. This is what I noticed when I started watching this video right away. Look, I'm gonna pause the video right here, and this manager, I guess he's a customer service manager, and Vince, I'm gonna attach his full video to the description below. He goes over what store this is and everything, but I feel that they sort of knew that something was going to go down because you could see right here, there's another Home Depot employee standing down this aisle, And I'm guessing, I'm just assuming that he probably was like, hey, listen, I'm seeing this guy walking around with the camera and something's about to go down. So I need a witness. So this is why this Home Depot employee is standing here. But you can see this guy's not smiling or anything. He's supposed to be a customer service. Now, Home Depot, in their defense, they do have a lot of shenanigans going on in their store. You have a lot of theft. You have a lot of people that I see these prank videos. The absolute worst vile type of video I see on YouTube and TikTok or some of these prank videos where you just see a shopper in there and somebody throws a garbage can over their head or drops concrete on their face or whatever it is. It's vile. I hate it. I never like that kind of content. So Home Depot, in their defense, they do deal with a lot of BS in their stores. However, the way this manager acted, I'm thrown off. So right off the bat, he's not personable. He looks upset. And not everybody walks around with a smile. Maybe he just had a bad day, but right off the bat, I'm looking at his face. I'm not trying to pick on this guy. I'm just trying to give you my 2 cents, but he doesn't look friendly right off the bat. So I'm going to hit play. And he's basically telling him, let me turn this up.
It's a new one. I'll let you know. But thanks for letting us know. Hope you didn't call the cops or nothing. All right. Listen, everybody. We're not allowed to live stream in the store, so we're going to have to go. All right? Everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Nobody came to us and told me nothing. It's not just free for all.
All right, so let me pause that right there and I'll tell you what that manager said. All right, so he basically states that it's not a free-for-all, nobody notified me. And I don't know what that means other than the only thing I can think in my brain, and this could be 100% wrong, I don't know what this manager's thinking, but it seems to me like he knows who Vince is. And nobody contacted me. I'm the manager of this store, and this isn't a free-for-all, meaning like, you're not just going to come in here and videotape my store, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because, I mean, he's not talking bad on your store. Like, I mean, the store looks legitimately nice. I mean, they got stuff stacked up. It looks clean and all that. But what's really important about this is watch his phone. You're going to see his phone go like this, and this is where the problem starts. So let me hit play.
It's a new one. I'll let you know. But thanks for letting us know. Hope you didn't call the cops or nothing. All right. Listen, everybody. We're not allowed to live stream in the store, so we're going to have to go. All right? Everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Nobody came to us and told me nothing.
That's when he states this is not a free-for-all. But
So
you see
it's
his
not-
look right here. I want to show you this. Right here, his thumb goes up, his finger goes up, and he goes to shut off the stream. And what I need to point out real quick is it is one thing when you do a video like this. If you've never done a video or done a live stream, let me explain to you how stressful this kind of is. So if I'm doing a video like this and I mess up, I can just chop this part out and put some B-roll over top of it. I can just redo the clip. I mess up a lot, right? So it's easy for me to fix that. When you're live streaming, you sort of go into this fog. And a lot of people might say, well, he should have shut the camera off faster. And you can see that he was shutting that camera off pretty quick. But what happens is when you walk into a store, you have to have a plan because viewers will click off. You have to keep things exciting. So when you walk into a store, you already have to know where the deals are at, where they're at in the store. And then on top of that, you have the live stream chat that's going, and he's constantly going back and forth with his live stream chat. He always makes people feel welcome on his videos. I've seen multiple times when a parent would be on there and say, hey, it's my daughter or my son's birthday. We watch you all the time. Could you give him a shout out, happy birthday? And he always does it. He always does it. And let me state one more thing before we get into this. There are so many YouTubers and TikTokers, I mean, talking huge YouTube, they never, ever, even in their basic videos, they never, ever reply to their comment section. They don't give them hearts. They don't say thank you. This is not what he does. He always responds. He always tries to make that audience feel that they are part of that live stream. And so you can see that he's shutting off that video, but at the same time, he has all this stuff going on in his head. And now a wrench was thrown in and he's like, okay, let me shut the phone. And then the guy starts talking to him again and it just takes you out of everything, right? So even though he was going to shut that phone off, me personally, when the guy started coming up and started being kind of rude, and when the guy was, starting to talk, I would have kept that camera rolling. I would have kept it down. I wouldn't have walked around in the camera like that, which he didn't. But, I would have put it down and continued because you don't know what's going to happen. So this is where it gets really interesting. So
it's not. So
watch his
I just want to make
camera.
sure it's not a free for all,
He
right,
walks
Jack?
past
Is that
the
what you said?
guy.
So nobody came to you to tell you.
And the camera goes like this.
No problem. You got it. Yo, don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff.
Touch the stuff.
So basically, and I wasn't here, but Vince states that the guy tried to knock the camera out of his hand. And on top of that, not only did he try to knock the camera out of his hand, he shoved him in the back, which is not good. And this is why Vince was stating on his video, they treated me worse than a shoplifter, because from what I hear, there might be or might not be a policy. I'm pretty sure there is, but I could be wrong. That if a shoplifter fills up their cart with tools and tries to walk out, like, the employees aren't even allowed to touch them or try to stop them, right? Because they don't want lawsuits or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but long story short, all he was doing was promoting that store, a specific store, and that happened to him, which is wild to me. So me personally, I would have kept that camera going just in case something happened. But I do want to state one other thing, and we'll talk about his response video real quick. A lot of people in the comment section stated that, well, if that was me, I would have taken that manager and thrown him across the aisle. Yeah, some of you probably would have, but you have to understand. So number one, Vince, he's streaming to people, and he's not going in for confrontation. He's just not. Number two, he has kids watching. This is why we keep our channels clean. We don't swear. We don't do stupid things. You know, we're not fighting with people to try to get clicks. We're just trying to do our thing and stay in our lane and trying to help people. And you have kids watching this channel with their father or even their mother. He's not going to do a stream where he's getting into a fist fight and having kids watch that. And that's pretty respectable for him. He had a lot of restraint in this situation. It's just mind blowing. So let me show you this other video here. All right, so then yesterday Vince did a follow-up video, and I gotta be honest, I don't know if my volume's on. I gotta be honest with you, like, the video that he did was very respectable. He handled this much better than a lot of people I think would have handled it, including probably myself. But he went on to say what happened, and you know, people seeing this live. This wasn't something that he recorded and thought was going to happen. This happened during a live stream event. And here's the one thing I want to point out to you. So the one thing that sort of drives me crazy, you know, when you put yourself out there on YouTube, you know, people take shots at you. Oh, Clint, your beard's turning gray, or, you know, Vince is short or whatever. Let me tell you something. This dude goes to the freaking gym every single day. Like, the dude is jacked. So for the guy to come up and like smack a camera out of this dude's hand, you know, he had to have been feeling pretty confident, you know, or just a really bad day. But this is what I want to state to you. Do I blame Home Depot? No. Home Depot is like my favorite store. I live 2 minutes away from a Home Depot. And the whole reason, or one of the reasons why I don't want to move from my house is because I'm so close to a Home Depot. It's just my store. I love their brands. Yeah, I just enjoy going there, okay? I think things need to change. And what I mean by that is Home Depot knows that people go into their stores and do these type of streams. They also know that you got a lot of jack butts going in there and doing prank videos and all that. But here, they know him, okay? Now, the problem is that they don't really have a policy. I know some people say you can't record in Home Depot. You're going to have to look that policy up, because the way I'm reading it and other people are reading it is they don't really say that there's no cameras allowed at Home Depot. So for example, if I go in and I see a patio set and I like that patio set and I go to record it, or I go to take a picture of it and I send it to my wife, is that not allowed? Is somebody going to come up and knock the camera out of my hand or my phone out of my hand? That just doesn't happen. So there is not a no phone policy or whatever. If that was the case, they would collect it at the door. Right? It's not the comedy club, right? It's not the Laugh Factory where you have to put your phone in a basket, right? That said, I can understand Home Depot not wanting people to go in and having video cameras all around and maybe putting people on camera that don't want to be on camera or harassing people. That's not what he does. He does not do that. He is very respectable when it comes to, you know, his live streams. Now, what I will say is this as well. They need to have a policy in place where they either call their managers or send out an email stating, listen, and they usually leave it up to the managers. Do you or do you not want people live streaming in your store? And if the manager says, nope, I absolutely don't want that, then they can go up and they can put a sign saying absolutely no video cameras. Absolutely. Everything's the same. No pictures, no video. End of story. Okay? I don't think they're going to do that because you really can't do that. But what they could do is walk up politely, put a little smile on your face. I know sometimes it's hard to deal with customers, but put a smile on your face and be like, you know what, ma'am, sir, we don't really allow cameras in the store in this sense. Would you be able to stop recording and, you know, we'll be happy with that. He would have done it. But what you don't do, and like I said, this is what he's stating, right? You don't put hands. You don't put hands on people. You don't do it. So Home Depot definitely needs to send out an email stating, listen, either you want this or you don't. And the other thing they need to do is if they do allow this, a select few that have built a reputation, including him and a few others that do this constantly, give them like a press badge of some sort. And make sure that there are rules and stipulations stating that you can't harass customers, you can't be too loud, you can't bring a spectacle to it, and you have to do it on maybe off hours or something like that, right? And if something like that happens or if an issue happens, then you revoke that pass. They're gonna have to do something. What I don't want anybody to do, and Vince stated the exact same thing in this video, do not call these stores. Do not harass them. Everybody has a bad day, and that manager might have just had a bad day. He shouldn't have done what he did. You know, I'm sure they got surveillance cameras, so this will all come out. You know, if he did shove him, should have happened. I did not see him knock the camera out of his hand, but that's what it looked like to me. I mean, the camera went like that, and Vince is not going to lie about that, right? Why would he do that? He's not one of those creators. He's not one of those YouTubers, right? But just be polite. Just go up and say, listen, stop recording. And he would have just stopped recording. But please, you know, like I said, is this Home Depot's fault? No, I don't think so. I think this falls directly on that manager. He could have handled that, in my opinion, much better than what he did. And I'm curious to know what's going to happen with this. And unfortunately, this should not have happened. But I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment in that sweet comment section below. I think Vince handled this very well. I think the manager did not, and I'm hoping Home Depot, because like I said, I really do like the Home Depot. I hope they take care of this situation, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, they need to talk to that manager. They need to figure something out and find out why he did what he did and why he didn't handle it, excuse me, a little bit better. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll attach these two videos in the description. You can check those out for yourself, and if you can smash that like button, that'd be real nice like as well. Back with more videos soon.